What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Now, I've been a big fan of Terra Luna Classic for quite some time, right? Since the collapse and the fall, many people would say, this is the worst project ever and you're never going to make money from it. As an investor, you got to steer clear of it. Um, to where we are today, which maybe people have the same mindset, have the same thought, but many that are in the community that have gone through the ups and downs within it, that have seen the FOMO, that have seen the movement, they classify this completely different, right? You look at it and you go, this is no longer an institutional coin or a coin run by one person or one entity or anything like that. It is the people's coin. And I got a comment recently that said, look, you have a big voice in this community. Um, you should be looking at this and labeling this as the people's coin because it is 100% controlled by the community. And it is very, very true that that is the case. But it also depends on what we end up putting as the kind of leader within that community. Because within there, you still have to have groups that kind of push you in one direction or the other. You can't just have everybody that does have an individual way of thinking that can move a project to massive levels, right? We have to have kind of this thought like, oh, this is where we are going and this is what makes sense. And that's why you vote on things and you have proposals and you have different um things that are happening within the chain and within the ecosystem that kind of push it in one way. um but it is right, it is fully decentralized and very community driven. And I agree with that, right? I think it is the people's coin. We see the movement based on what people want to put in their corner, who they want to put in their corner, who we want to lift up, and who we think has the best proposal, the best path forward. So I want to talk about that in this video. Guys, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. If you guys want to check out my link for BTCC, feel free to do so. It is a phenomenal platform that I've been able to use for over a year, making money, left and right, sometimes actually losing money as well, but ultimately in the green for leverage trading, especially while things have done what they've done. Seen very high highs and very low lows at times, but it is very interesting to be able to trade with somebody else's money but not be too risky at the same time. So if you're interested in leverage trading, the link will be at the top of the description where you can get a 10% deposit bonus, extra bonuses up to $10,055, enjoy up to 40% lower trading fees, just a lot of stuff that you can get with this platform. So feel free to check it out. It's at the top of the description. But Terra Luna Classic, where it currently stands today, is sitting at 0.00003679. And like I said, I invested at a very early stage. Not necessarily when it was at the $120 price point or $80 price point. Even though I was approached and people were like, buy this position, it's gonna go up from here. They made so much money from it when it was at $10 billion to $40 billion, and they were like, it's gonna go higher and higher, and it's gonna be worth so much more. And I was just like, the upside to downside for me, like the potential, the ratio really just didn't make sense at that moment. But I really wanted to be involved in it. I just wanted to find the best price. So I was going to wait until the bear market anyways to get into that, more heavily. Lo and behold, you saw Terra Luna Classic drop heavily because of everything that has happened. I'm not going to get into the details of that. But it essentially dropped down to millions of dollars worth of market cap. We're talking about six zeros and a six. And I think the lowest price that was documented was six zeros and a nine because nobody tracked it below that point. But I bought on MetaMask with $43, got me 60 million, over 60 million. Terra Luna Classic, and the rest was history. It made money from it instantly, and I still currently hold 100 million Terra Luna Classic after everything that I've done, the ins, the outs, the profit, and then the utilization of that profit as well. So things have been great for that. However, it's been kind of flat and hasn't really reacted lately to really anything that's going on. The biggest jump that we saw was when we saw a Binance burn, which we will talk about. But again, it sits at a 0.00003683 price, up by 1.36%. It is at a $200 million market cap with $6.8 million worth of volume, which is not the highest amount of volume that we've seen. We've seen billions of dollars worth of volume. So seeing a single digit million volume, not the best for this position, but I think as you move along, just wait. Patience will get you a lot. And I think if you are invested to where we are, the $200 million mark, you're going to make a lot in the end as a simple investor, and hopefully be able to utilize Terra Luna Classic in the end as well. There is 6.5 trillion coins in circulating supply, with 5.45 trillion in circulation. If we go to news today, things that are happening with Terra Luna Classic, technical and ecosystem updates. So, Independence Era roadmap. The community is executing a 2026 vision focused on moving to Cosmos SDK, which improves cross-chain connectivity to networks like Ethereum and Solana. Market Module 2.0. This upgrade aims to introduce strict and automatic controls on token minting to permanently prevent the hyperinflation seen in 2022 collapse. That's good if they're adding something in that can improve Terra Luna Classic as a whole. Fully decentralized, as we talked about. As of early 2026, the network is considered 100% managed by its community and validators without the involvement of Terraform Labs, which is a huge deal, right? To know that you are truly decentralized and to know that you are community driven. The issue with that is kind of putting all of your stock into one validator or two validators that you may not, like, you would obviously want to see the same mindset and kind of push forward, invest into ones that you believe in, right? That you believe are going to have the best path. However, I haven't had the best history with investing with a lot of the validators, and it seems like while it is community driven, you're kind of putting leaders in place by doing this. If the community is so spread or widespread without oversight, you now have the oversight coming from these validators. So it is a little bit tricky to say that, but it is community driven. I honestly would like to see the community drive the decisions that are made, but ultimately have a decision maker that has Terra Luna Classic at its best interest, right? For supply burn progress, there's 400 or over 430 to 441 billion LUNC that have been permanently removed from circulation. Binance support, we saw the 5.3 billion LUNC burn occurred on January 1st, 2026, triggering a 25% price increase, showing that burns still do have a major impact on the price movement. Despite the burns, the supply remains massive at approximately 5.5, let's round up, trillion tokens, which continues to act as a significant hurdle for major price appreciation, which I very much agree with. Would love to see natural burns, not something where you're just burning, like someone takes multiple millions of dollars, which honestly now would be the best case scenario to do that, to burn a crazy amount of Terra Luna Classic, buy up and burn a crazy amount of Terra Luna Classic so that you have less in overall supply. But what do they gain from it? A natural burn would be a lot better. Buying up whatever you have and seeing 1%, 2%, 5% that does come off. I'm still a very big fan of that. But there's progress, right, in the different things that they're updating. There's progress in the burns. There's progress in all of it. And I think Terra Luna Classic is going to be worth a lot more than people think. It's just, when we truly understand, sorry, I had to, when we truly understand what Terra Luna Classic is in 2026, it is truly the people's coin, right? It is a coin made for all of us, a project made for all of us. And if we support it, we're supporting that community, right? Not just like the overseers or a person that's in power. We're talking about it's a true community driven, coin and project and chain that we can get behind and believe in if we actually give it a chance, right, to succeed. If we believe in it, and I do, right? I believe in it. I've talked about it since 2022, I guess. I've had conversations about it in, I believe, 2021, well before the crash. It might have been beginning of like early 2022, but I'm not. I would need to go back and check to see what that is. But anyways, Terra Luna Classic, the community coin, the people's coin at the moment, and I can't wait to see the progress and the growth as we get into the true altcoin season, FOMO, and the other developments that are being talked about. Guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.